Hi everyone, myself Dinesh. Actually, I am working as an assistant professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering from SNS College of Technology. Okay, in this video, we are going to see the subject data analytics in manufacturing engineering. Okay, so first, before going into the subject, we have to know what a data analytics is. Okay, so and why it's used in manufacturing. Okay, so what do you mean by manufacturing? Manufacturing is something when a raw material is processed into a product. Okay, it will undergo lot of process. So by those process we will obtain the product. Okay, that's what manufacturing is. So why data analytics is needed? Okay, so by using data analytics we can improve the efficiency of the overall outcome. Okay, the product overall efficiency can be increased, and we can also save more time and cost based on this process. Okay, so before going into any subject, first we have to understand why this is important in our uh, world, right? In this time, why we are studying this data analytics in manufacturing engineering. Okay, so for that, first we have to understand the industry revolution. Okay, so the industry revolution is very much important when it's comparing to. Okay, so very much important even in our curriculum. Okay, so first we will see all the revolutions in our next series of videos, but here first we will just see the overview of this uh, industry revolution. Okay, so the first industry revolution, which we call it as a steam engine or handmade. Okay, so there is no electricity or no automation or nothing is involved, only it's a craft based economy. Okay, this is how the industry have been started. Okay, after that we the electricity was implemented in the industries. At the same time, we use drives and motors in the manufacturing sectors. So this is where the mass production, the term mass production was invented in industry 2.0. Okay, so this is the second industry, and the third one is what we call it as a digital revolution. Okay, so when it's come to digital revolution, it's an integration of computers and automation. Okay, as you seen in the picture, a man is controlling the entire automation by a integrated system. Okay, so this is what industry 3.0 is, and which we call it as a digital revolution. Okay, and the fourth one we call it as the present and future industry is what we call it as IoT and AML. Okay, so here not just IoT and AML, it's an integration of all the new technologies. Okay, including data analytics, horizontal and vertical machining. So there are n number of technologies like cyber security, blockchain technology. So integration of all the technology is what we call it as industry 4.0. It's simply called as to create a smart factory. Okay, that's the main concept of industry 4.0. Okay, so we will see the each and every in our next series of videos. So this is the overall layout, okay, of industry uh, 1 to 4. Okay, so the industry 1 is almost at the 18th century, where steam power is used and mechanical production moving away from cottage industry. That's the main purpose of industry. Okay, so now we promoted into industry 2.0, which is in 19th century, where electricity was used and the term mass production and assembly lines are being created in the industry. Okay, and the third generation is industry 3.0, which is in the mid 20th century, where ICTs and electronics, or simply we can call it as the automated and networked production, was implemented. And today we are in a industry 4.0, which, as I already told you, which is called smart factory, which is the which is the integration of advanced robotics, 3D printing, internet of things, artificial intelligence, big data, and etc. Okay, so the main purpose is to intelligent, flexible, and distribute production. Okay, this is the main goal of all this industry 4.0. So when you take everything in today's world, for smart factory, we need n number of data in order to integrate with all those technologies. Okay, so for that, we need the overall database of the manufacturing technology, and that's why we are studying this subject, which we call it as data analytics in manufacturing engineering. Okay, thank you guys.